This is the Pursuit of Wellness podcast, and I'm your host, Mari Llewellyn. Hi guys, welcome back to the Pursuit of Wellness podcast. This is our first ever mobile recording, and we did just talk for a solid 20 minutes to no one. Like, we were simply not recording. Wow, I'm so embarrassed for us.
I just looked down at the recorder and it says 000. I'm like, oh no. Okay, we caught it. We caught it like 5 minutes in.
Oh, guys, we had like a whole conversation with you and you have no idea. Anyway, we are out here on Long Island. We're on the North Fork right now. We're at an Airbnb. For those of you who've been following me for a while, you know the North Fork's really special to me and Greg. We've been coming out here for 10 years. His family lives out here. And we managed to convince Fee and Kenny to come visit. And they're on the tail end of their Italy trip, which Fee was just telling us all about. And we're kind of having a cozy day. It was a little drizzly this morning. So we're on the couch. I just got out of the shower. Hope you guys don't mind. Like, we're just coming with a casual vibe today. A little bit of a girl chat, an update. And we're just going to fill you guys in on where we're at because we haven't been together for over a week now.
Probably the longest we've ever been apart.
Do you think so?
I think so. It was like a little over a week.
It felt like a year.
Maybe you've traveled longer.
I've been,
Way longer.
I've gone for like 10 days
Yeah.
before. But anyway, cheers. Welcome to the podcast. And we're doing this again. So bear with us on our first We were just saying if we can figure this out, we can do this from anywhere, but clearly
we cannot.
So Fee, give us
Yes.
the rundown of your Italy trip.
Yes. So as I was saying before, we started out in Rome. It was really cool. Got really good pizza there at Piccolo Buco. Really cool seeing the Colosseum, the Roman Forum.
Wait, you got to tell them about the line thing.
Okay. So at this pizza place, you guys, it's definitely, I don't want to say it's like a TikTok pizza place, but I did find it on TikTok.
I'm sure everyone else did too.
So bomb. Like, these pizzas had these thick crusts and then like big balls of like mozzarella. And I think mine had like buffalo mozzarella, or what's the big ball that's like
Burrata.
Yes, mine had a giant ball of burrata on it, and it was to die for. And Kenny got a yellow tomato sauce pizza. Amazing.
Really?
Yeah, it was like so, because it was a little sweeter than like a red tomato sauce. But so this restaurant, when you walk up to the door, there's no line at the door, and we thought we got there early enough that we like beat the line because we did get there like right upon opening. And then when you go to open the door, there's a sign right over the door that says like, please do not open the door. It's a really small place, like a quarter of the size of this room, like a couple little tables next to each other. It says, please don't open the door. There is a line. Turn around. And you turn around and there's an entire line of like 60 people waiting to get in down an alleyway. And they all are just like staring at you, like trying to get in. And every single person did it. Like, once we were in line, every group that came up like tried to open the door. And then once you're inside, it happens a million times too. Like, the amount of people that we were like joking with of course we like made friends with the waiter. We were joking with him. We're like, how many times do you tell people like to go back in line? He goes, literally all day.
Oh my God.
All day. I was like, this poor man. The amount of people that just opened the door and were like, table for two. And he's like, you're actually going to have to stand in that line. And they were all like horrified.
So entertaining.
So, we ate there. We ate at the place that like apparently Alfredo pasta was started at. It's called Alfredo. It was the best Alfredo I've ever had.
Was it?
And I have to say, American Alfredo, you think of like,
thick.
Not trying to throw anyone under the bus, Olive Garden.
Who are you throwing under the bus? Mr. Olive Garden. Sorry, Mr. Alfredo.
Olive
I'm sure
Garden,
American
you think of
is
like,
just...
even like the Alfredo sauce you can get in a jar. I literally saw some of it at that little market we were at.
Yeah.
And it is like, it's just the chemicals.
Yeah,
like, it's like a jar of thick, creamy, cheesy, fake cheese
like
sauce.
Who even knows?
Yeah, we don't really know. So I think that's kind of what I always associated Alfredo with. We went here. It was like light. The noodles, like the pasta was like the thinnest, lightest noodles. And they come and mix it at the table for you. So they bring the pile of pasta with like all the cheese on top, and they mix it in front of you for you. And it was really good.
Do you know what I think they do so well in Italy and France and Switzerland is just, it's simple. Like, it's like the most minimal amount of ingredients possible, but the quality of the ingredients is so good that you don't need a ton of it.
Yeah.
Like, the problem with American food is you need a ton of everything to taste it. And there it's just like
Yeah.
Everything's light, but so well done.
The serving size is like so manageable. Like unlike here, I definitely want to go into this a little more in the conversation, but just the difference in the food quality there. Like we've been saying that forever. And I know you experienced that a lot growing up, coming over from England. But
yeah, I mean, a lot of people move from the UK or from Europe to America and gain a ton of weight out of nowhere because you're just not used to the portion sizes or
the processed stuff.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Mari, I came back and granted, like I ate pasta and pizza and bread and wine and a tiramisu every single day of the trip.
You look amazing.
And we walked and I like lost weight. And I seriously think it's the lack of like chemicals and pet, like just all the processed stuff that we eat. It's crazy.
Like a lot of us walk around holding a ton of water and inflammation from sulfates and preservatives. Things go bad in Europe. Like when you have milk in your fridge in Europe, it goes bad after 2 days. That's what's supposed to happen. Here, things last forever, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
You look amazing.
Thank you. We walked a ton. So did Rome, went from Rome to Florence, that's where I had studied abroad in college. So it was really cool to go back. I hadn't been back in like 8 or 9 years.
Firenze.
Everything was like the same, which was amazing. I took Kenny to like all my favorite spots.
Did you go to the gelato place?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, so we get this gelato. It was actually pretty hot out the day we get there. And of course I wanted to get a photo of the gelato on the bridge. Yeah. So we're like, I ordered mine first and mine's already melting. Like gelato's a lot more melty than ice cream. And I got a cone of it.
No preservatives.
Mine's melting all over the place. I also am waiting for Kenny to order his, which takes the man an hour to figure out what flavors he wants. I got pistachio and stracciatelli, I think is the name.
Stracciatelli.
Oh my God. It was so good. But Kenny was laughing at me and taking a video of me. The way this ice cream, I was like a 3-year-old kid. I'm like on the bridge. It's dripping down my arms. Like it was everywhere. Also, for the girls on semaglutide, it is really hard to eat a melting ice cream. Like I feel like when you're on medicine like that, it takes you a little longer to eat.
Yeah.
It's just like you get like, I don't know, you get a little full faster. And I was like trying to like down this ice cream cone before it melted all over the place because I really wanted to eat it. And I was struggling.
Okay, so I have to ask, I'm sure everyone's wondering, what is the vibe of being on Ozempic in Italy? Somewhere where you want to be eating a lot.
Yeah, I actually had a couple girls that I'm sure listen to the show DM me while I was there. And they were like, hey, I'm on, Ozempic. And I'm really curious like how you're dealing with the food there and if you're able to like really enjoy yourself and all that. And I do have to say like, by the end of the day, I was a lot more full and like I struggled to eat our dinners just because like I was eating pasta and pizza all day. And by dinner time, I was like still full. And one girl DM'd me asking, she was saying like she really struggles, I guess, to process like pasta and kind of carbs on it.
Yeah.
And she had seen other people had a similar experience. And I was like, maybe that's it. 'Cause like I literally was eating a croissant, a pizza and pasta, and then a pizza and pasta every day.
It's difficult to get in enough protein in Italy. I always found that the breakfast was definitely not what we used to. Like there's not a lot of eggs happening.
It's like pastries and cheese
and
like yogurt. They do have yogurt and stuff, but me and Kenny would try to order like eggs and bacon if we could, where we could, but it was mostly like croissants and
in France it's a bit more protein forward. Like you can get the soft scramble and the ham and stuff. Yeah, I have a hard time with breakfast in Italy. I know it's a big part of the culture and I try to just let my routine go a little bit because I want to enjoy what it is, but it does sort of bother me. Like I'm so used to having so much protein.
Yeah, I pretty much didn't eat protein all day until the end of the day.
And
we would try to get steaks.
Is
or
not
like fish.
as a hungry girl who is not on Ozempic, a croissant is not enough for me. Like just a croissant, I'm gonna get hungry in an hour.
Yeah,
like I need a lot of protein.
Yeah, no, like hot take. Me being on Ozempic and in Europe, it was like perfect. Like it was the lifestyle. I was like, oh, a croissant and a cappuccino gets me till 3 o'clock. Great.
No,
but
couldn't be me.
Fee before semaglutide, oh my God, I would have been like, where's my like full breakfast platter of eggs and meat and toast and avocado and everything. So
where I'm at.
So I do think it kind of affected that, but I still tried to like enjoy. I still had all the treats I wanted and stuff. Honestly, the hardest part was traveling with my semaglutide.
Oh yeah.
I have it in this little, I actually bought this tiny little like technically it's for like insulin and stuff, like someone that would carry insulin on a plane. It's like a very small little compact, it's not even a lunchbox. It's just like a little insulated thing. but I put it in 4 different fridges while I was away. And every single hotel, because we stayed in so many different hotels, every hotel I was like, I cannot forget this. It was like the first, and I didn't forget it.
Oh,
because we moved hotels so much. We stayed in Rome
but
and
was
Florence.
there a mini fridge in all the rooms?
Yes, every room did have a mini fridge, but like they were all like hidden. They were all like in a back cabinet somewhere, and I was like, if I forget this, I will be so mad at myself.
Yeah,
but I didn't somehow. It was like the first thing every day. I was like,
set an alarm or something.
I literally did.
Yeah,
like, pack the Ozempic.
And Greg does that with his fertility medication.
You have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, did Florence. It was beautiful, and then from there we went to Tuscany.
Mm-hmm.
Tuscany, I was saying, was amazing. We didn't leave like the castle. We stayed in this like medieval castle. We didn't leave for 3 days. We just stayed there. We laid by the pool. We did a cooking class, like an authentic Italian cooking class.
I think Tuscany's also my favorite place I've been in Italy.
Yeah, Rome and Florence were I went during the height, like June, July is the height of Italian, Italy tourism, I think. I mean, I know it goes into the fall, but I think the summer is like really, really a lot of it. So the cities were really busy. And like there's lines everywhere.
The food out there and the landscape. I think it would be fun to go as a group.
Yes.
And get like a big house.
A villa or something out there.
Yes.
Oh, I know. Dreams.
I have been traveling a lot lately, and so many of you ask me about my skincare because I'm always showing you guys the products I use on the plane and when I arrive, and that is ClearStem. You guys probably know by now, ClearStem for me is the most trusted skincare brand that I use. It's the first skincare line that combines all 3 categories: anti-acne, anti-aging, clean, which means free of hormone disruptors and pore clogging fillers. The reason I trust this brand is that it's founded by my 2 friends, Danielle and Kaylee, who have both struggled with acne for a long time, so they get it. I find that acne is such a personal and deep issue, and they really understand how to make products that are not going to flare up your acne and also improve it. You know that a lot of acne products cause excessive dryness and premature aging, and the ClearStem products do the exact opposite. Some of my favorites are the Gentle Cleanser. I use it every single day. I love the sunscreen. I use it every single day under my makeup. It's slightly tinted, so you could also wear it on its own for a really natural look. I also love the hair care. Hair care is really important to use something that doesn't have any pore cloggers because it's running all over your face in the shower. I also love the fact that ClearStem offers an acne lab test on their website, which is helping thousands of people get to the root cause of their acne through comprehensive lab testing and lifestyle-based recommendations. It really is such an inner issue, and I recommend if you're struggling with acne to go check that out because it is the best way of getting to the root cause of your acne. Visit clearstemskincare.com and use code POW at checkout for 20% off your first purchase. Again, that's code POW for 20% off your first purchase on clearstemskincare.com. Many of you know I went through a pretty dramatic weight loss journey back in 2017, and I didn't have a ton of tools at my disposal back then. It was a lot of trial and error. And I really wish I had had this tool. It's called Lumen. It's the world's first handheld metabolic coach. It's a device that measures your metabolism through your breath. And on the app, it lets you know if you're burning fat or carbs and gives you a tailored guidance to improve nutrition, workouts, sleep, and even stress management. Metabolism is such a personal thing, and it's really hard to tell someone how much they should be eating depending on their goals. And I think this is such a useful tool because it's very bio-individual to what your body needs. All you have to do is breathe in your Lumen first thing in the morning, and you'll know what's going on with your metabolism. It gives you a personalized nutrition plan based on the day. And you can also breathe into it before and after workouts and meals so you know exactly what's going on with your body in real time. Your metabolism is your body's engine. It's how your body turns the food you eat into the fuel that keeps you going. Because your metabolism is at the center of everything your body does, optimal metabolic health translates into so many different benefits, which includes easier weight management, improved energy levels, better fitness results, better sleep, and so much more. I think this would be the perfect tool for anyone who's on a fitness journey right now. So if you want to take the next step in improving your health, go to lumen.me and use code POW to get $100 off your Lumen. That is LUMEN.me and use POW, POW at checkout for $100 off. Thank you, Lumen, for sponsoring this episode. make focaccia.
Yeah. Oh, everything we ate, they were like, everything that you're eating at this place is just from what's around us. So they were like, we don't really have like X, Y, and Z because like we don't have
They don't have
fresh.
avocados.
And I'm like, okay, I will take that. Like
I
everything we
love it.
ate was fresh.
That's how it
And
should be. So it sounds like you had a lovely time.
yeah, it was amazing. Ate really good food, relaxed, had a little break. And yeah, now we're back to it.
Yeah, I think a break is much needed sometimes. I feel like with our type of job, it really is 24/7.
Yeah.
And especially with the podcast lately, just doing the 2 episodes a week,
Yeah.
we're kind of constantly on a hamster wheel. So I think we're both needing a break. I think my break will come in September, hopefully.
August.
I
A
know.
little bit in August.
The August, so you guys know I'm going to be going to Jackson Hole for the month of August, kind of to escape the Austin heat, which by the way has been crazy. My window exploded.
Wait, we didn't even talk about that. What happened?
I'm getting ready in the bathroom and all of a sudden, oh, Lulu's coming. Want to be in a podcast? Want to be in a podcast?
At Puppy Cats.
Hi, princessy. Want to be on my mommy's podcast?
Come sit with us.
Come sit.
Sit with us in the middle. That's so nice.
Come on, baby. Hop up. Good job. Okay, guys, Lulu's in the podcast.
Want to say something? Oh.
That's good. Okay, you lay down. So I'm in my closet in Austin getting ready for the day. And I hear a loud, can you guys hear Lulu? Hi. Don't get me itched by Lulu. I'm in my closet getting ready for the day. And I hear a loud like pop / explosion.
Yeah, that must have sounded crazy.
Remember when the fireplace cracked?
Yeah.
Sounded like that.
Okay.
And I'm like, wait, what? And I go out into the bedroom. I look around and I'm like, I don't see anything. Like, did something fall? Like, I assumed it was Arnold.
Yeah.
Because it's usually Arnold when something's going wrong.
Yeah.
So then I go to a birthday. You can't be making these noises because we're recording. And I get home and Greg's like, Mari, come. He pulls me around the side of the house. He's like, look. And the bedroom window, like top to bottom, is just shattered. And it's definitely not a bird. Like you and me
I was going to say, do you think a bird flew into it?
No. It would have had to have been a pterodactyl if that were the case.
Eagle in your yard?
Because if it did fly into the window as hard as that to crack the whole thing, it would be dead,
on the
outside,
floor. Yeah.
And there was nothing.
Okay.
And it was shattered the whole window. So I think it was from the heat. It was really, really hot that day, like over 100.
Oh my God.
So I think it popped from the heat, which is insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, Austin heat is real. Like when I got here to New York, I was like, it's cold here in comparison. Because at least you get some relief here, like the mornings and the evenings. Don't mind if you do, babe.
There was no good time to do that. So I was like, I'm just going to.
I love it. ASMR. So yeah, the relief of the cool weather here has been so nice. And I'm able to like walk. Like we have to currently in Austin, if you want to go outside, it needs to be before 9 a.m.
Like after 9.
Actually
like
before
literally.
8.
Yeah.
And then after 8
After
p.m.
8, yeah.
So it's good that we're escaping. And I honestly think that next summer, Greg and I will do the whole summer out here because it's just so much nicer. And his family's out here and it's just easy. And this is kind of where I plan on like bringing our kids in the future. So anyway, we'll see. Also, East Coast summer, there's nothing like it.
Yeah. I mean, I've been here for a day and it's lovely.
Oysters.
Like the sun's coming out right now and it
rosé.
looks beautiful. Driving in, it was just stunning. It was gorgeous.
I'm glad you got to see it.
I've never been up here, you guys. I've been to Long Island, but I've never been quite towards like the Hamptons and Montauk and Greenport.
And Fee has like
Orient.
heard me talk about it a million times and she knows like we send a lot of technically our business is registered out here. So Fee knows about Orient and it's just, it's so for anyone who's confused, Long Island has a North Fork and a South Fork, and the South Fork, so it splits like a fork like this. South Fork is the Hamptons. North Fork is like Greenport, Orient, Mattatuck, East Marion, Southold. And the North Fork is kind of like the beauty of the Hamptons, but it's more low key and it's more family friendly. It's not quite as bougie, which I love. I think it's really awesome. And you can get to the Hamptons if you take a ferry to Shelter Island, which we're going to do tomorrow.
cute.
Today we're gonna like take the bikes and go to the vineyard and go to Southhold Fish, the seafood place. We went to Aldo's, our favorite coffee shop. So yeah, we're gonna have a North Fork day. And yeah, I'm feeling good because I'm officially off of my H. pylori protocol.
That was a long time.
I know.
It was like a month.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
Because I felt
your skin looks great.
Does it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's all like flat.
You know me. I'm like so obsessed with my skin at this point that I can't see if it's better or not. I think it's better.
Having not seen you in a week, it's like all the inflamedness looks gone.
It's flat, but it's still healing. Like skin takes so long. They say skin is the last thing to heal. Like it takes 3 months for cell turnover.
Yeah.
So the redness is still there, but I'm working on that with my esthetician. I think it worked. The biggest thing Dr. Gabrielle told me, so for those of you who don't know, Dr. Gabrielle Lyon is my doctor, and she was like, we're now in the rebuild phase. The last thing you want to do is screw it up, because everything we're doing right now will allow me to have eggs and dairy and all the things I want to eat without causing huge disruption in my gut or my skin.
Yeah.
So she told me I should really only be eating things right now that I could pick off a tree or kill. That was her language.
All right.
So I'm taking that as seriously as I can. That's kind of what I eat anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm having a little bit of sourdough here and there. I'm having a little bit of wine because I'm out on the North Fork. I can't not, but I am avoiding eggs and dairy.
Nice.
So I'm doing my best. And then when we get back to Austin, Greg and I will be on our full rebuild, which is going to be taking our colostrum every day, which, by the way, guys, colostrum, Bloom colostrum is available on Amazon, and it's been really, really popular, and you can mix it with your greens. It's like the perfect thing for gut health. Really helps with hair, skin, and nails. It's so good for immunity if you're traveling a lot. I should also mention that Amazon Prime Day is coming up. It's July 16th and 17th, and it's up to, it's 35% off and more. So that's like the biggest sale we've ever had for Bloom. So put that in your calendar. And that's a really good time to try colostrum if you've been wanting to. And it's so easy. I traveled with it here. I just throw it in my big hydro flask sitting right here, actually. I put electrolytes with it. Tastes amazing. Mix it with your greens. It's the perfect habit stack.
Really good with greens.
Where was I? Oh, gut
H.
rebuild.
pylori.
So we're going on a whole rebuild phase for like 60 days or something.
Wow.
So yeah, that's where I'm at with that.
What does that entail?
BPC 157, the peptide, probiotics, colostrum, like all the gut rebuild.
Trying to rebuild like the lining and everything.
Yeah, because as of right now, it's probably quite.
Because H. pylori is something to do with the lining.
Is it?
I believe so.
It's a bacterial overgrowth, maybe on the lining.
In the lining of your stomach, and then it affects like a million
I bet you
things.
it weakens the lining so that
things get through
to the blood
like
barrier or something.
SIBO kind of, right?
Yeah. It's confusing, but we're on the other side. And now I'm ready to drink wine and eat lobsters. That's where I'm at.
It's so crazy how your gut really affects like all of your body.
I know.
Like truly.
I know.
It's all tied to your gut, and I feel like people do not realize that.
I think the craziest thing is that it comes out differently for other people. Like the fact that I had acne and didn't feel bad.
Yeah. Versus like I constantly have stomach issues.
Yeah.
And even Greg, like I feel like his stuff came more out in like fatigue and like
brain fog,
and then like stomach issues.
Yeah.
You know?
So interesting.
Or how it then makes you like really like affected by eggs or gluten. You know what I mean? Like things that you would normally, dairy, things that you could totally normally eat. It's just like because your gut is struggling, you're not processing them right.
Like eggs.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the tea with us. We head back to Austin. Well, actually, I fly to Bentonville, Arkansas on Monday. And Fee heads back to Austin, and then we'll both be back in Austin as of Wednesday.
Yep.
We have kind of a crazy week when we get back.
Then we go to Houston the next day.
Yeah, because I'm going on Dr. Gabrielle Lyon's show, which is so exciting. So guys, also update on the dogs. Lulu actually is out here in Long Island because she's going to spend the rest of the summer with her grandparents. Lulu basically spent her whole puppyhood out here on Long Island with Greg's mum and dad. She loves it. She goes in the water. It's like the perfect place for her. And they have a black lab named Tessa that Lulu really likes. So she's going to be out here because she's 9 now and the heat is a lot for her out in Austin. And she was like sleeping all day. We're also traveling a lot and Lulu does not like travel. And we're taking the van and she hates the van. So our princess queen is going to be out here in Long Island for the rest of the summer. And Arnold's back in Austin and Arnold loves the van for some reason.
Yeah,
he loves
thrives.
moving vehicles. I do. I see you. You're on the podcast. Can you guys see her? She's cleaning. She just went swimming, so she's having a little bath right now. So yeah, that's the tea, guys. So I asked you guys for some questions. Let's see what they asked. Oh.
What?
They're all asking if you're engaged.
Ugh, I am not engaged, you guys.
Actually, Leslie, I went to dinner last night at Greg's parents' house, and the first thing she goes, does she have any new jewelry?
Yeah, guys, everyone thought me and Kenny were getting engaged on this trip. I even did for a moment.
Oh.
But no. But then
So
me and
did
Kenny...
I'm the most let
You guys,
down.
like, the day before I left, Mari was like, can I ask you something? And I'm like, oh my God, what? And she's like, are you getting, like, do you think you're getting engaged on this trip? Because, like, he hasn't said anything to me yet. And, like, I think he would. And, like, I don't know if you think you are, but, like, she was like,
I had a panic attack.
Yeah. Did not get engaged. Kenny and I have had conversations about it. We're getting there. It wasn't the time yet.
Mm-hmm.
He also, in Kenny fashion, he's like, I don't like that everyone thought it was going to happen then. I don't want to do it when everyone's expecting it. I'm like,
I roll.
okay. So I did not get any new jewelry, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Wait, at the immigration guy, when we were coming back into the States, he was like, did you guys buy anything? Like anything big? And I was like, we bought some olive oil.
Feet.
And he goes,
That's the most fee-ass response I've ever
the
heard.
moment like someone in
You
like
cannot lie. Just say no.
I go, olive oil, and he goes, no bags or shoes or anything. And I look at Kenny and I was like, no, he wouldn't buy me anything. And he was like, man, like, come on. Like, what are you doing?
No, I did have a panic attack before Fee left because I was like, oh my God, I think she thinks she's getting engaged. And Kenny has not said anything to me.
Yeah, no.
I don't want you to go and be on edge the whole time.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of glad that I realized before. Like, me and Kenny talked about it and he was like, no. And I was like, so he's either lying to me and it's definitely going to happen, or he's like, it wasn't going to happen. But I appreciate that you said that to me because, yes, that would have sucked like the whole trip to been like.
And you weren't.
Is it happening tonight? Is it happening tonight? I met this couple on the trip and I was wearing a white dress that night. And they were like, are you guys engaged? And she's like, do you think it's going to happen this trip? She's like, you're wearing white like right now.
No
I was
way.
like, girl.
No way. Not
I
her
was like,
too.
No.
Okay,
But
well.
yeah, thanks for asking. One day it'll happen.
Yeah, about 50
get
people
there.
ask that. So this one's for me. Do you ever feel pressured to get breast implants? I love and respect how natural you are. Thanks,
Aw.
babe. Yeah, like I don't really feel this thing behind my head's bothering me. I don't feel pressured to. I want them at some point because I feel like my boobs changed after I lost weight. I'm just going to wait till after I have kids because as you guys know, that's my top priority. So I'm going to have kids first and then I'll just be a MILF. I talk a lot about the benefits of getting blood work done on this show. It's something that has really allowed me to see the inner reasons for my acne, any, health issues I'm struggling with. It's allowed me to improve my health on such a different level. And you guys are always asking me, how do I get blood tests done without spending a ton of money on a naturopath? And that's where I found Life Force. Life Force is leading the way for personalized proactive health. They give you access to regular blood testing, measuring more than 40 biomarkers every 3 months, coupled with functional medicine support from their team of clinicians. It is so important to test regularly so you can understand how things like your hormones, critical nutrient levels, and metabolic health are impacting how you feel today and identify any risks you should be aware of in the future. If you've ever done blood work, you know that the testing comes back and it's almost impossible to read. It's like a different language. You really need clinical interpretation. So what I love about Life Force is that they have a team of functional medicine clinicians to help you interpret the results and walk you through the personal blueprint to improve your health. Plus, it's affordable. A Life Force membership is only $129 a month with no commitment, so you are never locked in. Listeners of my show can save $250 by going to mylifeforce.com/pow. That's mylifeforce.com/pow. Give Life Force a try and find out what the healthiest version of you is capable of.
when you go get them done, they always ask, like, I even had that conversation with my doctor, but I was like 25. And I was like, is this stupid to get them done before I have kids? And he said, are you having kids in the next year or two?
Yeah.
I was like, no. He's like, then it makes sense.
Celeste was like, please don't get them done because they are going to completely change.
Yeah. No, I mean, mine are going to look absolutely absurd. I'm just waiting for it.
Our good friend Celeste Thomas just announced her pregnancy and we've known for a while. So we're excited. She's so cute.
Speaking of, Odie sent me the best birthday video
She did.
ever. It is so funny. She's like at the kitchen counter and Celeste is like, say happy birthday, Auntie Fee. And she like kind of says it. And then she's like, say it again. Like, say it. And she goes, no. And then she's like eating a muffin. And Celeste's like, I'm so sorry. She's like distracted. But she was so cute.
Aww.
Oh, she had a cute little
That's
face.
like the best birthday gift.
No, literally, like I am obsessed with her. And so I cannot wait till there's another baby because I will be just as obsessed.
I know.
And I can't wait for yours.
Wait, speaking of which.
When it comes.
Someone said fertility update. Fertility update is that I'm just still naturally trying.
Mm-hmm.
I think I ovulate on the 13th.
Nice.
Take note. Not that anyone else needs to know that.
We note that down.
Just me. But I'm going to keep trying naturally. But I have a fertility appointment, my first one at RMA in New York on July 16th, 17th, same day as Prime Day. So we will be in Manhattan, me and Greg, for this fertility appointment. And we have IVF scheduled for September 25th. I actually moved it forward a month.
Oh, wow.
Because I realized that would be the beginning of my cycle. And it works.
Oh, good.
I mean,
yeah, you'll be back.
We should double check.
Yeah.
But if I were to wait until October, I'm not going to be having a baby or being pregnant till Christmas. And that bothers me because you actually don't get pregnant right away. You do IVF and then you have to wait 2 weeks for the genetic testing. And it's like a whole thing. So it may be a couple months until I'm actually like.
So September would probably, end of September would be like November.
Yeah.
October,
Thanksgiving,
November.
baby. Literally Thanksgiving.
Well, get pregnant on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But then you would have it.
Yeah, but like it's a Thanksgiving baby.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why I'm calling her Cranberry.
Oh. Is that a name?
Cran. Berry.
Wait, JC Marie had her baby.
Benny Marie.
And she named it after my dog, Benny.
I didn't even think of that.
I immediately sent it to Sydney and I said, I'm flattered. She named it after my son.
Benny's a really cute baby name.
It's really cute. I mean, it's a cute dog name as well.
I'm obsessed.
But, you know, the baby was, the video she put out.
I know.
Of like the sound, like her background sound. So good. So good.
I can't wait for my announcements.
I know.
I've been saving all of these pregnancy announcements that I see just for inspiration.
I know, guys. I keep like, obviously, I'm very in the weeds with Mari's.
In the womb.
I'm in the womb of Mari's pregnancy, like adventure, journey.
My adventure. That's a nice way
I
of
just
putting it.
know that. Well, like I kind of keep thinking Mari's gonna like try to like sneak it in and surprise me somehow. So I just feel like I've
take
just
a picture of us.
Constantly been like on the watch.
Oh,
Like I think I'm gonna know, but I also think Mari like might try to like be sneaky and like tell me one thing and then do something else. I don't know.
I'm hoping I have the opportunity to be sneaky and tell you in a really fun way.
Yeah.
But knowing me,
no, like I will probably like
I'm gonna like vomit and be
there.
like, "Are you good?" And I'll be like, "Oh,
oh yeah,
actually no."
Yeah. Considering we're together literally every moment of every day, I don't think she could get anything by me.
Anyway, that's the update. Keep you guys posted. Obviously, I've been so open about the fertility journey and I plan on doing that if I do IVF because why the hell not? Like, I'm fine with doing that. And I think women want to know what the process is like because it's so common now.
Yeah.
So I will be documenting that. Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, what camera have you guys been taking your photos with lately? They look so fire flames.
Ugh.
Canon G7X, baby. Mark II, right?
Mine's a Mark III.
You have the newer one. Mine's
Yeah.
a Mark II. I've had mine for 2 years.
Yeah. They're incredible. Like I said to Kenny, I said, I don't think you can take a bad photo on it.
No.
Like truly, I don't know what it is about the flash and the camera settings, but like you cannot take a bad photo.
It makes you like glow and it
Yeah.
smooths everything.
Yeah. Like your skin just looks so nice. And like, I don't know what happened to iPhones. Apple, you gotta get like, they got almost so HD and detailed that it like,
Icky.
it also, when you take the picture, it like loses color now. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, it goes gray.
Yeah, like it doesn't show saturation as much. And people claim it's a setting. I've looked. It's like, it's just the camera. It got like too, and I don't like how it focuses on things and not. Like this camera is a game changer. It's always sold out like everywhere.
I know.
But just keep checking because that's what I did. I was like checking
How much
every
was
day.
yours?
I think it was like $790, almost basically $800, I would say. But this camera, I'm telling you, is worth it. We are recording on it right now, and it just takes bomb photos.
I agree.
And I have to say, the handiest part, you can join Wi-Fi from your phone, and you can just download the photo right from the camera to the phone. You don't plug anything in. You don't have to plug the memory card in.
It's wild.
It is so handy.
I actually don't remember the last time I posted an iPhone photo.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. It's like so nice.
I love that Greg said this on our episode, but I love the fact that I don't have to get my phone out. You know?
Yes. Oh my God. So on our trip, quickly, I like literally didn't look at my phone. I left it in my bag. My phone wasn't working the first 2 days I got there, of course, in Fiona fashion. So I was just using my camera.
Yep.
And it was so nice.
Lulu's very much in this episode.
She's like on top of the recorder. It's fine.
Okay. Creating friendships in your 30s. I feel like this is a good question. I feel like I've gone through this recently moving to Austin, and you have too, where I was very intentional about being like, I want to make friends.
Yeah, you've been really good at it. I have not.
That's okay. I just like in my head moving to Austin was like, I want a community.
Yeah.
I've never had it.
Yeah.
I have had it. The closest thing I've come to having a friend group was in college. I had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
But like building Bloom, I very much kind of self-isolated, and I think that became my normal, but I actually think it made me pretty miserable.
Yeah.
Like I actually think I am someone that likes to be around people a lot, and I didn't really realize that about myself. Like I think I convinced myself I like that, but I actually don't.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it was because of my anxiety, because I felt like if I'm with other people, I can't be on my routine. And now I feel like I'm more flexible.
Yeah.
And able to go with the flow. So I think I just like put out that vibe. Like I think I arrived in Austin and said yes to everything.
You're really good at making plans.
Yeah, I love making a good plan.
Yeah.
Like I'll look at my calendar for the week and be like, okay, I have an open morning on Tuesday and Friday. I'm going to see who wants to do Pilates and who wants to go on a walk.
Yeah.
And, oh, look, I have a free dinner. Like maybe Taylor's husband's also traveling that night.
Yeah.
Like I should meet up with her.
Yeah.
Because maybe I'm like filling gaps and stuff, but I just feel like I'm more present.
Yeah.
If I'm by myself, I end up going on the phone or spiraling. Like I feel like if I'm with someone else, I actually feel like I'm making good use of my time and having fun. And I think I've just put out the vibe. And then also it has to be with adult relationships, it has to be a two-way street. Like you can't just rely on someone else to invite you places. Like you have to make initiation and show that you want to hang out with them too.
Yeah.
It's like dating.
Yeah.
And like congratulating people when big things happen for them and checking in when they're having a hard time. Like all these little things are pieces of a good friendship. And I think it just takes time to build that trust. And but it feels so nice to have a supportive community. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Period.
I gotta be better at it. No, I just like, I'm not good at doing that. Like looking at my calendar for the week and like finding times. Like I'm just, and it's not like I don't want to do it. I just like don't actively sought after times to like do stuff with people. I need to be better about it.
Fee is not a big texter. That's the other thing. Like if she's not with me, like I feel like we don't talk via text.
I don't do that with anyone though.
I know.
Like I can't do like
but
text.
It is weird.
I can't do like text catch-up conversations. Like I never just want to like talk to someone over text. I can't do it.
I send voice notes.
Yeah, no, I don't love voice notes.
Well, because you're always talking to someone else in your real life. Like,
yeah, I just feel like I try not to like I don't know. I'm just like not on my phone a ton like that. I'd rather just see someone in person.
I know, but you have to be better with your long distance friends.
I like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm so bad about it. Like
it's fine because I see you.
All my friends back home give me shit all the time. They're like, I literally don't hear from you for 4 months.
Yeah, like I think about in the future when we have families. I don't know. Like, is Fee just going to disappear off the face of the earth?
No, I need to just set time aside to do it in a way. I think I just get very wrapped up in what I'm doing in the moment.
Yes.
That I can't even think about that. And it's not like I'm not trying to. Like, I feel awful when my friends are like, you literally haven't called me in 3 months. And I'm like, it's already been 3 months. Like, I had so much going on. Like, I think I need to actively be a little better about it. So
yeah,
that's
it's okay.
something
We all have things we're working on.
Yeah,
you know?
That's my thing for sure.
North Fork girly here. Where do you get your sourdough from? The guy on the street on
guy on the corner.
The guy on Main Road. He sells pandemic bread. He started selling it during the pandemic. That's when I first got it.
Oh, pandemic bread. I ate some for breakfast. It was really good.
So good. And we put Fee's Italian olive oil on it.
Oh yeah, I brought back Mari and Greg some Italian olive oil, and it was, oh my God, olive oil
so
there, you
good.
guys. Puts ours to shame.
Someone said we need to hear about this imposter.
Oh yeah, this was crazy.
Guys,
I can't believe this.
Guys, I'm going to tell you this imposter story because it's too funny. I went to Gurney's in Montauk for 4th of July with Greg and a bunch of friends. We met up with our friends out there. And we went to this beach club, and I guess I'm putting the location. And then we drive back to the North Fork, and I check my DMs, and I have a DM from someone in my requests, and it says, hey girl, like, love you, big fan. Just so you know, I'm at Beach Bounce House, which I guess is a club on Montauk. And there's someone here pretending she's you. She says, hi, I'm Mari from Bloom, and she's trying to get into the club. I'm like, wait, what? So I answer her and I said, what the heck do you mean? And she goes, yeah, this girl's here saying I'm Mari, impersonating you. This is, I mean,
that's crazy.
Does this mean I've made it?
I think so.
Was she doing my accent? Like, what? And I said to Fia,
your accent's really hard too, because it's like a hodgepodge.
And I was like, I hope she's not being ratchet or something, like shaking ass at the club saying,
on the table,
it's me, Mari. Like, what is she doing? Anyway, that was just a funny little story I had to share with you guys.
I didn't know who this girl is.
I know. Does she even look like me?
If you listen to this show, that was really
Show
weird.
yourself.
Weird behavior.
Really funny.
Mari's flattered, but also weird.
Confused. Let's see if she responded. No. She said, hi, I'm Mari from Bloom. And I said, no, girl, you're not. So freaking funny.
So funny.
But really smart, I guess, if you wanted to get in somewhere and you saw that I was in Montauk.
I'm Hailey Bieber.
I don't really think I have that type of clout, but it's not like I'm a known person. Well,
that's just still crazy.
I know. Anyway, guys, do you want to jump in the frame?
Yeah.
We are going to wrap up this cozy couch episode. We hope you liked it. If you did, make sure you share it with a friend, leave a review. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Fee, thanks for joining.
Thanks. That was so much fun. Cheers.
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 Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on the Pursuit of Wellness podcast. To support this show, please rate and review and share with your loved ones. If you want to be reminded of new episodes, click the subscribe button on your preferred podcast or video player. You can sign up for my newsletter to receive my favorites at marilewellen.com. It will be linked in the show notes. This is a Wellness Out Loud production produced by Drake Peterson, Fiona Attix, and Kelly Kyle. This show is edited by Mike Fry, and our video is recorded by Luis Vargas. You can also watch the full video of each episode on our YouTube channel at Mari Fitness. Love you, Power Girls and Power Boys. See you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team.